Hi, hello, and welcome to my soup's too damp.
My soup's too damp.
My soup is too damp.
It's a comedy podcast where we discuss anecdotes and stories about working in hospitality sent in from listeners. Things like a nightmare customer or a really embarrassing situation, or something just bizarre and unexpected. So each episode, one of us reads out a chosen anecdote which the others haven't heard before, and we discuss it. We discuss it so hard. With me, we have Alix Perry.
Hello.
And Garry Smith.
Hello.
That's his voice. You're going to talk like that the whole way through. You got to keep it up.
Maybe.
That's his voice. And I'm Stephen Smith, and this is my voice. And Alix's voice is...
Hello.
Yeah, brilliant. So, everyone understands.
All on the same page.
We've all worked in the hospitality industry
For too long.
many, many years. We'll share our experiences as well. This sort of antidote to TripAdvisor, which it seems has empowered the customer. That's okay. That's fine.
No, it's not. No.
Wow, harsh. I think it's fine. But some customers, they just love it that bit too much. They're addicted. People working in hospitality are faced with a lot of craziness, and the best way to deal with that is telling someone about it. Like us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree.
So send us an anecdote. You can do it anonymously, and we'll have a laugh with it.
Well, rip it to pieces. Sort of.
We'll rip them to pieces for you.
So here's episode 2 of My Soup is Too Damp.
My soup's too damp.
It's
Too damp.
It's too damp.
Okay, so I have had a story sent in to me from Jessica.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
you're
Jess.
right. All right,
Thanks
Jess.
for your story.
That's on.
This is her little story that she's going to tell us today. She was working in a music venue. Quite busy night. There was a popular band on.
Very cool.
People had travelled from all over to come and see this band. Jess had to pop out of the venue to go and get something. I'm not quite sure what. I don't know. We can make it up. Sweets or change.
Falafel.
Or some ice or falafel, whatever. And she noticed one of the gig goers.
Patrons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting outside the front of the venue, not feeling very well. So Jess, being the absolute delight that she is, was like, I'm going to take this girl and I'm going to put her somewhere in
the cupboard.
6 feet
I'm
under.
going to put her in this cupboard. No.
Get fucking rid of her. She's a
She
steak.
was like, I'm gonna take this girl and I'm gonna put her in the smoking area.
Okay. Right.
Just in case.
Not as
so
sinister.
so that she's not sitting on the curb making a fool of herself, whatever. So anyway, Jess was sitting there for about half an hour with this girl, and making sure she was okay. And the girl was sort of coming around. She seemed like she wasn't as drunk as she had been.
Yeah.
And she basically said, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. So this is half an hour later, and Jess was like, okay. She was like, okay, you take the bucket. And Jess gave her the ice bucket, and this girl went, but I don't want to be sick in front of you. I don't want you to watch me be sick. So Jess went, all right, fine. So she turned around. She said, I'm not leaving because you're in a state. So I'll just turn around. So she turns around, and then Jess turned her head round to check on her, and the girl had pulled her pants down and started shitting in this bucket.
Wow, no wonder she didn't want her to see.
I know, right? So, but then the girl also started throwing up. But then she got a bit stumbly again, as how drunk people do. Kicked the bucket over and slipped, then was covered in her poop and vomit. And then Jess had to then deal with that. I don't think she died. But isn't that a nice story? Isn't that really beautiful?
Well, we've
Both
all
ends.
been there. Everyone's been there. But it depends what you prioritise. Do you prioritise vomiting on the floor, which is sort of a regular occurrence, or when there's human shit on the floor?
I don't think
That's
I've ever had
that's
to pick
bad.
up a human poo. Oh no, only in the toilet I've had to deal with them, but not on the
Well,
outskirts of a
What are you
bathroom.
picking them out of the toilet for? They're where they should be.
I collect them. Yeah.
I freeze them.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
So no one's gonna. Doesn't matter how drunk you are. Surely, if you're gonna, you assume that the bucket's to be sickened. She's already established he's gonna vomit.
Sure.
So I don't know. You go to the toilet.
I think you go to the toilet.
Turning around's not enough either. Can
Well,
you just turn around?
can you
I'm
just
gonna
turn
shit in a
around?
bucket.
Yeah.
You'll be none the wiser.
Yeah.
Especially when you hand the bucket back.
Yeah.
And you've been shit out your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You were sick.
Yeah. You've drunk way too much.
Way too
Don't know,
much
your mouth from your
human
arsehole.
shit. Oh. No, that's absolutely rough. So what? She
It's
was
pretty
absolutely
rough.
covered head to toe, shit and vomit.
Shit and vomit, the whole
Nice.
thing. I don't know where the story went after that. Jess didn't.
I reckon she hosed her down.
Do you
Got out
reckon?
the hose,
Just got the hose out, blasted her,
Yeah.
and then just
Sent her on her way.
bye. I
Kicked her
can't
out
deal
the
with
door.
this anymore.
Keep the bucket.
Yeah.
Yes, I doubt they use that again as an ice bucket. If I'm honest.
This champagne smells like shit
Yeah,
and vomit.
yeah. This really expensive bottle of champagne is covered in poop. Excuse me.
That's what's in right now.
I bet
Yeah.
someone would write about that on TripAdvisor. There's poop on my champagne.
Yeah, I know. Picky fuckers.
Picky fuckers.
No, I actually had that recently. You know, somebody wanted champagne for breakfast and a little bit of shit on the cork, and apparently that's a problem.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Just because it's your wedding, I don't care.
No, man.
Drink it.
Yeah. All of your shitty champagne.
Shit pain.
poops. Everyone poops.
So then, as it happened, when Jess sent me this message about the her little situation, I have a friend called Caitlin, and she. Hello, Caitlin.
Hello, Caitlin.
And she also experienced a similar story. So Caitlin was working in a nightclub, and we all know how delightful nightclubs can be. I've worked in many a nightclub. Gross.
Yeah. Sticky
I think
floors.
sticky people, everything's sticky.
Sticky
and you
change.
don't know what the juice is. You've got no idea. No
Sticky
one knows.
music.
All of it.
Sticky music, really.
So she told me this story, so let me read this one out quickly.
Go for it.
There was a girl who worked with us whose mum came in one night. So that's going to be a bit awkward anyway. Your mum comes into a nightclub. I think if I was working in a nightclub, my mum came in, I'd be like, I feel weird.
Yeah.
So automatically you're going to feel a bit strange. So she came in quite early when it was still quiet. So you know that beginning sort of 6-7 o'clock nightclub where no one's in yet. But she was mullered. So she was already very pissed in a
That's
nightclub.
why she's there.
Yeah. By midnight, she was so drunk. So this is quite a few hours gone. She was so drunk that she had passed out in the toilet. And this girl was panicking because her drunk mum had come into her workplace and got so drunk that she had passed out in a toilet.
That's unbelievable. I blame the parents.
Another guy that worked there called Marcus had to carry her mum out. And when they eventually got her out of the toilet, they realised that she was covered in her own shit
Nice.
and sick.
How did they know it was her own?
She was in a cubicle by herself, I think.
DNA tested.
they did,
Do you think like mocked up DNA testing?
Just real quick, got
Yeah.
the test tube out, plucked a bit of shit in, shook it, turned
It's like-
green.
Oh, it's my mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl's had to live it down that her work colleagues had to deal with her drunk, passed out mum who, you know, they had to sort of help her out whilst also getting covered in her poo and sick.
Well, at least the person Jess was dealing with was kind enough to shit in a bucket.
Well,
least.
she did,
True.
but then she kicked it over.
No,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
But is that? I
the
mean,
intention was there to be nice about it, I suppose.
yeah.
Well, this one went to the toilet.
Exactly.
That's okay.
So you go to the toilet and then you just shit everywhere anyway. It's like a 1 penny tip.
Exactly.
It's more insulting.
Yeah.
Did she get? You would nickname her, wouldn't you? If you couldn't live that down, so you would nickname the member of staff whose mum's come in and shit everywhere.
Shit, mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mum's shit, as in not as in she's a bad parent, but she's covered in
But
shit.
she's covered in shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Stinky mum.
And that's why she's a bad parent.
Yeah. Well, I was blaming the grandparents because they've let.
I blame the grandparents' parents though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you could just carry on. I blame the chimpanzees.
The chimpanzee.
They threw shit at each other.
Why can't we?
Exactly.
Well, it's shit and hospitality go hand in hand.
Yes, they do.
100%.
We love a poo story.
I've in fact have one,
Go on.
just in case.
A poo?
Yes, in a bucket. I got a little. So somebody I know that I used to work with, in a location, we worked together for quite a while, and she sent me this. So here we go. So we had been clearing up from a particularly late shift, and everyone was out of the pub. So it's the end of the night,
Sure,
you're done,
yeah.
closing. Girl was walking along the street and asked the bouncers if she could use the toilet. They said she could, which was a bit annoying as we were waiting to lock the door. So it's that classic.
Oh, I've got to let this girl in. She needs a toilet.
All jobs done, floors mopped, tills cashed,
Yeah.
done, but somebody's still in the building, so you can't lock, so got to wait it out. Anyway, she runs in doing the whole "I'll be really quick" thing, you know, that sort of little feet,
yeah.
little run. I'll be really quick. I'll be
Yeah.
really quick.
I'll just
You
listen.
whisper it, so it's fine.
I'll be really quick,
I'll be
guys.
really
I'll be really quick.
Look how I'm
Yeah.
moving. I'm gone.
The amount of steps I'm taking.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick.
Loads of tiny little steps.
I'm not moving anywhere, but it's so quick.
We were finishing up, and about 10 minutes later, go to lock the doors again, but we can't because the girl hasn't left the bathroom yet. So this girl sticks her head around the corner and tells her nicely to hurry up. Another 5 minutes or so have passed, and she still hasn't emerged. So yet again, Holly sticks her... Oh, this girl even. Decided we don't know who this is. Holly sticks her head round the door, and it stinks of shit. Not only that, but the girl is standing in her underwear, drying her jeans under the hand dryer after washing them in the sink. Shit all over the place.
Wow.
There you go.
So, but like again, so it's but you're the last person in. Like you're gonna get got. They know it's you.
So do you know if they had to stay? Did they have to stay longer and then clean up the poop, or did they go, do you know what? The cleaner comes in at 6.
Leave it to the cleaner. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, trousers first. Sort out your trousers.
Oh, I bet cleaners have got some stories, huh?
Oh yeah, cleaners probably have the worst of
The
it.
worst stories.
I'm
But-
picturing a room covered.
I'm imagining, you
Like
know,
a
that
crime
scene.
scene.
I'm thinking that scene in Desperado where it's the. This is such a niche bit. It's not a good example, but there's a bit where they got to go through a toilet cubicle to get into a secret back room.
Oh, yeah.
And they've covered it all the shit so nobody uses it. That's what I'm imagining. So last little bit of it. So the girl runs out the toilet to tell me. However long later, the girl emerges from the toilet, running through the pub with her head in her hands, muffles, just don't, while shaking her head. You don't want to know what the inside of the stool looked like, and shockingly, we never saw her again.
Wow. I'm not
Shockingly.
surprised.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think there might have been a bit of sarcasm in that last section. But that's hospitality, isn't it? There's shit everywhere. It's shit.
People gotta poop, and when you serve alcohol, I think makes you poop sometimes.
Loosens lips and colons.
And colons.
And accuracy, even though I didn't think aiming and shitting really went hand in hand.
Yeah.
You should really just...
It's difficult to miss the toilet.
It's difficult to
with
miss
the
the
shit.
toilet unless you're doing a handstand.
It's difficult to hit the roof. Hit the ceiling. It's very difficult to hit the roof.
Yeah.
Mate, if you can hit
Out
the
the
roof, I'd
window.
say that was an achievement, mate.
Sort of some sort of boomerang turd.
Yeah.
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
That's a dessert,
There it
isn't it?
Boomerang.
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 So here's a section we like to call Trip Offender. Trip Offender.
Chip offender.
This is where we read out complaints made by customers which have kindly been sent in. Okay, so Garry, have you got one?
Yeah, I've got a little one here. Its title is "Poor Service with Poor Mannered Staff Who Lie."
Oh, lying stuff.
Some Game of Thrones shit. It's not that interesting. So it starts off with book to service. So that's confusing straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Book to
I
service.
booked a service like a car.
Yeah,
Like a
exactly.
car service.
I've come to have a human MOT, which means I need food. I
Food
don't
and
understand.
sleep.
I'll have an MOT and chips, please.
Yeah.
Booked a service that was changed by another member of staff, and we were not told until the day. When questioned, they advised that the staff member that providing the booking had left. It's weird wording, but okay, stay with me. Problem with places like this is that they get too big for their boots and get arrogant.
Big for your boots?
Exactly. There's a Stormzy reference in there. So this person has got their finger on the pulse. Would not recommend at all. But the management here, they have responded. We are extremely disappointed and also a little confused to read your review, which is quite nice.
That is funny.
It's a good dig.
Yeah, innit? We are not sure what is meant by you book to service. Fair enough.
Yeah.
As we are a restaurant. So fair enough.
Covering the basics.
Yeah. Just to let you know, I don't know what service is, and we're a restaurant.
We're a restaurant. We don't provide them.
This is a knife. This is a fork.
Yeah. Don't touch that spoon. And so can only think that you meant that you booked a table, which was then changed by another member of staff. However, we have a 90 covered restaurant and do not recall having to turn away bookings on the day. So can only think that you may have us confused with another venue.
That would be hilarious.
It's just a copy and paste job,
Yeah.
isn't it? You just send it out to loads.
Yeah, yeah. Safety.
When you're on eBay and it's people are like, leave feedback, and all you do is just go, very happy with item, thank you. And you just copy and paste that all the time. That's what I do.
But that's a great one. I might have to start using that. You've got us confused with a car garage in Rugby.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, but like, so I because obviously with TripAdvisor and stuff, you can look into these people. And that's always interesting, I find. So I had a little look at this guy. He's made 14 reviews, 5 of which are terrible. You can hear my quotation marks in my voice.
Clever.
So one that I just picked out from another one because I found it a little bit funny. My daughter's burger had no roll, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and my ribs were barely warm. I assume he's talking about the food.
Ribs.
I heard you.
Not his own body.
And the chips looked like they had been stood on. I said that weird. Rather than what the chips looked like they had been stood on, and the mash was from my old school.
Oh, right.
Wow.
So they had shipped it in.
Yeah.
They had shipped it in for that.
From
also,
the past?
if your chips look like they had been stood on...
That's mash.
That's mash. That's mash.
That's mash.
That's mash.
That's mash from my old school.
Yeah.
They used to stand on the chips to make mash.
You can always tell because there was a little Doc Martin logo right in the centre of your mash.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the beautiful world of TripAdvisor anymore.
Yeah. You got one?
So this is something that happened to me actually. So I had a lady.
It was a man.
Well, I was gonna do one, but due to the fact that your first one was relevant to sort of like an element of confusion, I'm gonna tell one from when I was sort of quite confused.
Okay,
So,
right.
I was taking an order at a table, and a lady had said to me, so you know your pasta? And I was like, yes, the pasta.
I know it well.
Does it just come as pasta? And I was like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you mean, is it like just pasta
Plain
by itself?
Pasta, yeah.
And she was like, well, you know when you go to a restaurant and you order pasta and you just get it and it's just pasta in a bowl? And I was like, right.
No.
Well, I was trying to,
meet her halfway.
Meet her, but she wasn't giving me anything else. So I had to try and make up in my head what she might have wanted. And I was like, do you mean does the pasta have other ingredients in it? And she was like, well, yeah, well, sometimes. And I was like, no, I don't know. So I just said yes. Because I was like, yes, it does. It is just a bowl of pasta because I literally don't know what you want. I even said, oh, do you mean does it come with garlic bread or something?
That's the right response.
She was like, no. I said, okay.
So I'm an idiot.
Anyway,
sorry.
she had the pasta, she ate it, and then when I took it, she went, it was all right. So
just the right amount of pasta.
Just the right amount of pasta in that
Shame about
bowl.
the other ingredients.
Yeah, weird.
And the fact that it was cooked because I just like crunching on raw bits of pasta.
Yeah, so that was a confusing thing.
Well, I got one about pasta too.
Oh, have
my
you?
days.
Oh my god.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just short. I ordered a tuna pasta bake and there was pasta in it. I don't like pasta. There should have been an option to remove it.
No.
Same person, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you to Jess and Caitlin, and thank you to everyone who has sent in their anecdotes so far. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Our first podcast. We do appreciate it. The first podcast reached a fair few people, which is always nice. So if you like that one, then listen to this one. But then if you can hear me saying this, then you've already listened.
Got to the end.
Oh, brilliant!
Maybe some people
end.
start at the end and work their way backwards. You
maybe
never know.
Maybe they do. Do send us your anecdotes. Our email is info@wobblylobster.co.uk, and please check out our. Oh my god, I can't talk.
No.
Please check out our.
Please check out our. Please check out our Wobbly Lobster comedy page. What's happened? Is it reading off your
It's
phone?
the reading off the phone. Scones. Don't read off scones.
It's reading off the scones.
That's the
Why
problem.
are we writing everything on scones? It's stupid.
Not the best medium.
Okay, so our next episode of My Super Student will be
Yeah.
out on Friday the 13th of July.
Oh.
Oh, what does that mean?
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all. We
Okay.
think it's all fine.
We're safe.
But if you can't wait until then, this coming Friday the 6th of July, Hypotheticast, our other podcast, will be out, which is always exciting and fun. Please do share, like, and subscribe to Wobbly Lobster Comedy on Facebook and Instagram, etc., etc. And we'll be back with more soup a week on Friday.
More soup.
Bye.
Okay, bye now.